Hello, from Formula. I'm back. I am alive. I have kind of recovered from the jet lag, only a little bit. But yes, I'm back from Abu Dhabi, which is sad because I'm in Leicester and it is freezing cold, and I am gonna keep moaning about the cold, Dom. Yes, it may have been -2 the other day when you went to work, but I've just been in the 33-degree heat, 34, in like 80% humidity, which was glorious. So it was a big shocker getting off the plane yesterday afternoon, being greeted to an 8-degree temperature, and I was wearing shorts. So yeah, that probably wasn't the best plain fashion choice I probably shouldn't have made. I probably should have packed some warmer clothes, but I'm not packing warm clothes in Abu Dhabi. What the hell? That's crazy. But yeah, I had the most incredible week. I still can't stop smiling because it was just fantastic. I plead you all to go to Abu Dhabi. It is a fantastic country. It's just amazing. But I'm not gonna ramble on too much about that. I might make a kind of like separate video on the trip and or what happened and all who I met. Wink, wink. If I could wink, I'll like blink instead because I can't wink. Um. So yeah. Let's get on to. Oh yeah. Before we do actually get on to the fun formal questions, I know you've all. Well, I don't know if you've all read the article about which is probably the best article that I've ever read. So thank you for that. Jev was very pleased when he was given the role of godfather to to mine and Seb's unborn child. So yeah, there you have it. Breaking news. Um, but yeah, of course, I'm back with Bears. I think a few of you were kind of hoping for a couple of drivers to be in this fun formula, but instead we've just got 2D Seb. So Bez is still smiling away. He's a bit sad that he couldn't come with me to Abu Dhabi, but he just wouldn't fit in my suitcase. His helmet is too big, and I know that isn't such a bad thing, having a big helmet, but look, it's huge and it wouldn't fit in the suitcase. But I'm already planning 2013 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, booking the hotel today. So I'm kind of hoping that Bears will be with me at next year's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So whoop whoop. And yes, to Dom, I apparently have a disease on my hand. There you have it. Ooh, disease. But yeah, so if you think this is a disease, it's not. It's an awesome henna tattoo that they were giving away, that they were doing free in the entertainment bit in the paddock. But I won't go into that because this intro is already 3.5 minutes long, and we haven't even started with the questions. So Abu Dhabi, well, animated Abu Dhabi, fun formula time. Right, question 1. Oh yeah, I will apologise. The dog is on my bed, snoring away. So if you can hear that on here, I'm not sure if you can. I apologise because he is really loud. So yes, let's get on with question numero uno. With so many incidents in today's GP, Sunday's race, which one do you think was the biggest mistake by a driver? This is a tough one. Well, not so tough. I just said that. I'm gonna go through the race incidents kind of separately because might as well. The first incident on the first corner on the first lap was I don't think really was anyone's fault. As Martin Brundle said on the commentary, 4 cars going into one corner isn't really gonna work out. So yeah, I think that was just a racing incident. Feel sorry for the Hulk being kind of taken out of that one, but hey ho. The second one with Karthikeyan and Rosberg, the big one, when it came up on the screen, everyone just went, oh my god, because how Rosberg went over Karthikeyan and it was just madness. But I don't know what has been obviously said after the race in the the after race interviews because I haven't had time to watch them yet because I've been so busy unpacking. Well, I haven't really unpacked yet because it's just all on the floor here, which I will tidy up after this, I promise. But back to Fan Formula, I'm here, there, and everywhere, so I apologise. Yeah, so I don't know who's taking the blame or if anyone's taking the blame, but really, Karthikeyan should be the one that takes the blame. If he doesn't, then he needs to be slapped round the face with a wet fish. He knew that his car was going to blow out. You know, you could see the smoke coming out of the back of the engine. You knew his car was failing, HRT style. So he really should have been off. He should have pulled away off the racing line. Because he knew that he knew there was a car behind him, and his race engineer should have told him who was behind him, that it is Nico Rosberg in a Mercedes who is a lot faster. And when you're coming into that section, especially that corner, which is quite a high speed corner, that the HRT, do you think that car goes into that corner at the same speed that the Mercedes would do? No. So I think Karthikeyan should be definitely the one to take the blame on that one. Like, move over to the side. Come on, you used to that. His engineer should have told him, look, listen, I don't know why I'm holding a phone because they talk to each other on the phone. You know, come on, the engine is about to blow up. You know, we need to retire the car. So he could have pulled off the racing line, and Rosberg could have just gone past him, and there wouldn't have been an incident. Because that incident, Rosberg is lucky not to come out of that with like bruises and whatever, because of how he went off and how he like slammed to the ground in the car and how he slammed into the barrier as well. And Karthikeyan was lucky not to have his head wiped off. Yeah, Karthikeyan, you should have been you should be the one to take the blame on that one. And if you don't, then naughty. I had no idea what I was going to say there. And to the next race incidents, that kind of big like kerfuffle thing that happened. I guess it all started with Paulie D, Serious Paul, going off because he like cut the corner and he went off the track, and then how he came onto the track, like Sergio Perez was there, and then I really can't remember who was involved, but obviously, and then who the other cars were, like the other one, because there was like Perez, DeResta, Mark, and I want to say Grosjean, just because, you know, it's a little like kerfuffle, but it probably wasn't, so I will have to watch the race on that one. But yeah, or was it Kamui Kobayashi? I really don't know where I'm going with this. So I'm just gonna leave that one. But I did feel sorry for Mark on that incident because he really had not a very lucky race on Sunday, which was sad. I was like cheering, and then I was like, "Come on, Mark!" and everyone was cheering for Jensen and Alonso to over that. I was sat right behind a family of Ferrari fans, and they kept cheering, and I was like, "Sit down and shush." But hey, there we go. That was random and really unnecessary, but oh well. Right, question 2. Whose performance most impressed you across the weekend and why? So, but I'm not pointing to my breasts. They didn't do anything. No. Where am I going? No. Sebastian Vettel. My foam finger's there. There he is. I am so overwhelmed with what he did. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan and I've supported him, you know, since, you know, the early days, and I've been watching, you know, him grow up and blossom into this world champion. But Friday FP1 didn't really go according to plan, because everyone really just assumed that this Red Bull were going to dominate and it was going to be a really, really boring race. And then, McLaren were up there and Ferrari were up there. And obviously Lewis topped FP1, and everyone thought, oh, okay, what's going on here? And then FP2, obviously in the quite cooler conditions, still kind of 29, 30 degrees outside. So yeah, just a smidge cooler. And the Red Bulls kind of came into play, and Seb was up there, and we thought, okay, this is gonna be different. It's gonna be, what's gonna happen? In FP3, it turned to McLaren again, I think. Yes, it did. And then qualifying I guess it was good for him, because obviously he did qualify third, and then he had to stop, and when he stopped off on track and he was sat on his car and it came on the big screen, I just knew, like, my heart just sank, because we knew, that he was going to be disqualified because of it would have been a fuel penalty, and it was, and then he had to start from the back of the grid, and then Christian Horner was like, he's going to start from the pit lane so we can fix his car and make sure his car is A-okay for the race. And then it got to race day, and everyone was like, if Sebastian Vettel can get into the points, like 10th or whatever, it's going to be a miracle. And it's like, well, why is it going to be a miracle? He can overtake. Have people not seen him race before? He can overtake. And then he was overtaking, and then he broke his wing, and then the safety car came out, and then he broke the wing again because he crashed into the board, and we just thought, oh my god, it's going to be one of those races that's just going to go from bad to worse. And every time I drove past, I got the foam finger out, and I was like, come on, Seb, come on, you can do it. And then he worked his way up the grid, and he finished on the podium. I didn't think he was, because I was like, I couldn't see how many laps there were, and it was like 52 laps left, and he was still behind Jensen. I was like, oh my god, can he do this? And he seemed really close, and then Jensen kind of pulled away a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, I can't take it anymore. And then he finished on the podium, and it was like he'd won the race. And I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world that it was like he won the race. And I was crying in the grandstand because I was so happy for him. This is really, really sad. I was trying to kind of disguise it as sweat dripping down my face, but I wasn't. I was so thrilled. The best, and I think the best he's ever driven, and I probably would say the best he will ever drive. I don't know if he can go from last to first, then there you go, but my hat's taking it off to you, Sebastian Vettel. The most amazing drive. So sorry, that was a really, really long answer. So I'm going to wrap these couple of questions up because this is dragging on 30 minutes. I'm so sorry. Right, question 3. 3 drivers, asterisks, Grosjean, Karthikeyan and Peak, who did not finish Sunday's race, are also yet to sign contracts for next year. Which one do you think, apologise for the dog, which one do you think is most at risk for not featuring in the 2013 season? Karthikeyan will probably be there because HRT can't get anyone else. So he'll just be there just to make up numbers so it's not odd. Or get Danny Clausen, I don't know. But he'll probably be there. Peak, little bit worried about Peak, and I don't want to be because I love, obviously Marussia have a special place in my heart, and so does Peak. Because obviously we've got Max Chilton. It is Max Chilton, yes. Who's he? No, it's not. Yes, it is. No. Yes, it is. Yeah, his brother's something else. Yeah, so there you go. We've got him coming in, and he's like taking over the role a bit because he's British and Marussia are based in Banbury, so they want that kind of like British heritage or whatever. So a little bit worried for Peak. Sad face. Grosjean, not a clue. Well, I don't really know who else Lotus could have in his place, and I don't really know where Grosjean could go to. So I'll probably just say I bet they'll all three will be in next year, and it will be announced that they're all three are staying in at the end of the season when the season's finished. So yeah, question 3, a bit of a blur for that one. Right, bonus question, probably my favourite question ever. Kimi made his comeback win, a special one with some typical Kimi quotes. I was weeing in the grandstand because they were so funny. Which one was your favourite? Sunday was hilarious when he was like, "Yeah, I know, you know, I can do this. Just kind of leave me alone." Brilliant, love him. But my all-time favourite Kimi quote, will be, and I will have to put a little like PG thing in this, but it has to be when Michael Schumacher was being awarded Brazil by Pele, I think, and Martin Brundle went over to interview Kimi, and I'm pretty sure he would never do that again on the grid. And he said, "Oh, you know, you missed my imaginary microphone. You missed Michael, you know, getting his award. You know, why did you miss it?" And he was like, and Kimi was like, "I was having a sheet," and it was just the funny. It's just he doesn't care what he says and what he does. I think every driver should use him as like as a role model, as a god. Everyone should have a shrine to Kimi Räikkönen in their bedroom or house. If you don't want him in your bedroom, have him in your house. I don't know. Don't care. If they did a Kimi Räikkönen cardboard cut, I would so get one for Bears, and they could be best friends forever. So yeah, that is my favourite Kimi quote of all time. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because it's 17 minutes long, and I think this is probably my longest ever fan formula, so I apologise. And if you've watched it from start to finish and you are going to the JBAS, John Button Appreciation Society, if you did not know what it stands for, little kind of meeting thing at Brazil, which is not long away. I still haven't got an outfit, but I did see him on Thursday on the pit lane wall, and he was wearing green. He was wearing green with cream trousers. So I need to rummage through my wardrobe for a green shirt and try and find somewhere that sells cream trousers. If not, I'm going to have to improvise. But yeah, if you are going to JBus and you have watched this from start to finish, then I will buy you a drink. I owe quite a lot of people drinks at the JBus meeting, so I better start working really, really hard to get some money. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and not been too bored out of your minds. I will also be making another video on like the trip to Abu Dhabi, and I'll be reviewing everything. So if you do want to go to Abu Dhabi and you think, well, I'm not so sure because I don't know a lot about it, or like the place and transport, blah 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 blah, then watch the video that I'm gonna make next, because I will try and fit in everything. So yeah, thanks again to everyone. Have a great week in the freezing cold. And I shall see you all next week for next week's installment. And then I guess the next time we'll be seeing each other will be JPass. So I'm gonna try and make like badges or something that we can wear and just party on down. So yeah, have a great week. Enjoy this free race weekend. And have a great time. So yeah. Toodles. Peace.